Okay, well, while we're waiting for any new news from the Baby in Yellow, we're going to look into saving Newt. But first, we have a little Newt as the doctor here, and all I did was trigger the Christmas, which is still in there right now. It's just you can't access it unless you have the old Christmas one, which I don't. So this is a reskin, obviously, of Newt as doctor. And I'm doing a reskin, but you'll have to check out another channel called FullTiltOn to see that one. I think you guys will enjoy it. It's mostly just a reskin, but it's kind of fun, and I can't show it right now. So let's see ways that we could save Newt without changing the game completely, because obviously you could change the game completely. We're only using functions that are already built in to blueprints. So for instance, this door you ordinarily would not be able to open but a few degrees, and you can't go in it. So all you had to do was take off a blocking volume and increase the amount that the door could open. So we can open that door, and after we collect the encapsulating whatever those things are for the core, can't really see the what is it called? Alright, so here we go. And maybe we'll try to shoot the cannon at the monster and see if that would work. But first, let's run! Quick, get the core to Newt! Go, go, go! Maybe we'll try to hide in the elevator next. Alright, well, we can go through here, we can shut the door, and obviously the monster can't get to us from that door, but he's going to come around through there! Oh! So we're going to shut that door real quick. Alright, so he's kind of clipping through the door a little bit. But I wonder, can we throw these at him? Oh no, I messed up. The door knocked it out of my hand, so I didn't even get to try to throw the pickle at his head. I don't think it would stick. Oh no, we gotta run! Quick, back through! It's funny, we triggered, when we went that way, we triggered the tentacles to be in the doorway there. But he could still probably get through the tentacles. We'll try that. Let's see if we open the door here. And throw a mushroom this time. Can't seem to get away from the door and pick that up quick enough. Yeah, it didn't throw it at him. Oh well. So I think that's all we can really do there. We're just kind of in a loop. I mean, obviously we can try to skirt behind him on the other door. Let's try that. And it would be really cool if we could make the player go up to the tube. I think I'm going to try to accomplish that at some point. The dining room, if we were to open this, which we could, there's nothing in there. Unless you really do the Christmas version, you can't get back in there. And, oh no, here he comes! Ah, okay, so that failed. How about this time we try to fire the cannon? So with just triggering file projectile in the cannon, we could throw a cannonball in here and try to fire it at the monster. Go ahead and put the core back together here. And here we go, let's fire the cannon. But we're going to wait for the monster, and right now, fire! Oh no, the cannon wasn't aimed. So it turns out that the cannon won't be aimed unless you light the fuse first. Okay, so let's light the fuse, and we tried it again. The cannonball went further, but it didn't quite work. So let's just do this next thing. We can open the gate after it's supposed to spook us and close. And this time we're going to try to get in the elevator and get out of the way from the monster. And see if the baby monster can get in the elevator when it's closed, for one. I don't think, knowing that the button doesn't seem to work to do anything, we'd have to trigger the elevator to actually work again, which it's not going to go anywhere, so you'd have to do a little bit more. Alright, let's hurry up and see if we can get in the elevator. Okay, we can get in the elevator. Close the door, quick! Close the door! It's just such a slow door! Ah! I didn't even see Newt go through there. He must have been going through real quick. I didn't see him while I was getting in the elevator. Alright, and obviously we can't trigger the elevator to go anywhere. So, that's another possible thing we could do. You could load multiple level instances, and that was how we did it with the trying to take Newt back down the elevator, but it doesn't quite work because there's not a built-in function for going down on the elevator. That works, so we gotta look into that a little bit more to find out why it is no longer triggerable. Okay, if we open the door, obviously monster can get us. Alright, how about we try to go into the photography room and hide out there. See if we can do that. Here comes monster. Alright, so we gotta close this door. Ordinarily, I already opened it. Ordinarily it'd be closed at this point, but we opened it. And you can see the door jam thing is, the wedge is just sitting there. We can hide in here. Let's go ahead and open the door and see if the monster can come and get us. Alright, this might be a little suspenseful because he wasn't right at the door. Come, little monster. Or is it a mother monster? I don't know. And we shut the door? Oh, we're safe. We're safe inside the dark room. The only problem is there's no way out of here. Well, that wasn't smart. We're trapped. We trapped ourselves. And you could throw as many film slides at him, it won't do anything. Alright, what if we scoot through here and go all the way up to the top? Luckily we can do that. And uh-oh, the only problem is Newt's not here. Where's Newt? Actually, he's still down at the bottom, holding the thing. So I didn't look over the railing in this clip, but if you looked over the railing, you'd see the monster and Newt just standing right next to each other. Let's go throw a book at the monster. That might help. Throw a book! Alright, so that didn't work. What if we were to light the baby on fire while he's on Newt? I guess you gotta light him on fire before you put him on Newt's head. I guess I could try that later. And yeah, if we don't burn the vines but make the door open, which we can do because we have the power to open doors even if a vine's in the way, then we wouldn't be able to get up through there when the monster's chasing us. But Newt wouldn't also correctly get up there, I guess. And then that would technically save Newt, but it doesn't really save Newt because in order to save Newt, the monster has to be gotten rid of, or we're just stuck in an endless loop of the monster chasing us. But we can't do anything about the monster not chasing us without just turning the monster's chase off, which we could do. I guess that's kind of cheating. Not as bad as making a whole new level or making new objects in the game, but okay, there we go. Now we got a flaming baby on top of Newt. And unfortunately, you didn't take him all the way over to the vine, but oh no, I wasn't quick enough. Alright, so open the door without and then set him on fire. And that works. Okay, well that's all I got today. We didn't save Newt, but we'll keep trying.